Welcome to Real Estate Confidential, a behind-the-scenes look at the real world of real estate with JJ Love, the agent with a heart with RE/MAX Elite.
Hi, JJ Love, the agent with a heart, RE/MAX Elite. We're here again on location at our property that we're renovating in Green Hills. And a few things happened since the last time we filmed, and some unexpected things. One was that they were putting in the water line and doing some other things, and the heavy equipment actually ran over and found an old septic tank that was buried in the front yard. And it's really great that that happened, because had it not happened later on, at some point, it could have become sort of a sinkhole in the front yard. So they found that, they brought in all kinds of dirt, filled it in, which is what you're supposed to do if you have if you abandon a septic tank in your yard. You are supposed to fill it up so that that won't happen in the future. But anyway, this is really an older house, so we don't know what happened back, 50 years ago. So anyway, we've taken care of it now. And then also they hit a big, huge stump. I mean, a big root.
He had two big trees ground down, but they weren't actually ground down. They were ground down flush with the ground level.
Yeah.
So as I'm trenching across it, I'm hitting it, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So that's why we put rock and root claws in our, anytime we're digging, because I don't know what's in the ground. We found a root, got the machine. It took about a half hour just to get that one root out.
So they had to dig that up. I mean, they have run into quite a few surprises that have caused some additional heavy equipment to come in and do some dirt moving and stuff like that. So be really cautious when you are doing some kind of renovation to a much older home, and think about those things so you won't have surprises. But the main thing is, if you do have surprises, you need to have somebody that knows how to take care of them. As I said, we're here on location, so we're filming outside because inside they're working and it is really noisy. You'll hear some of the noise in the background, of course. What has happened is we had to put down a new subfloor in the center of the home so that when we lay the hardwood, it will be nice and perfect, smooth, no problems, because that old subfloor was really, really old. So there were uneven parts, and so Rick, the contractor, really wanted to make sure everything would be right. So they tore that out and put in new subfloor. I just walked over it, checked it out. It feels really, really solid and good. I have to check on Rick every now and then. So the guys are in there from Caputo. They're in there doing the heat and air unit. They're actually building the return air vents right now with the sheet metal. And so they're doing that and putting in the plumbing. Now, once they get finished with that, we'll have a little downtime while we're waiting for inspections from Metro government. And at that time, we'll walk back through. Whoops, you heard that. So at that time, we'll walk back through and get a good visual on what's been done. Because after those inspections, then we'll start with the things that make a difference visually, and that would be the drywall and things like that. So, so stay tuned, stay with us. You're going to see some magnificent renovation when it's all over.